Hi, and thanks for tuning in to Act Naturally. I'm Louis Shea, and I just want to give you an update on how the fundraising for the documentary Kundrati Karma is going. And first I want to say that the numbers online at GoFundMe don't necessarily reflect the total that's come in for the project. One reason being is there's a lot of money that's raised on the street. We go out and we pass out flyers, we pass out information to people outside of yoga studios, at Occupy Portland, and some of the other Occupy protests that are going on, and we get pledges there of, maybe $5 or $10 from people sometimes. We also get private donations. We've also had pledges come in over the phone. And so the number actually is closer to, let's say, 5,000 once we tally up everything, which that's great. That means we have about 25,000 to go, and we are well on our way to being able to make this documentary. What we're finding out as we look at who's donating and how much they're donating is actually that it's the smaller donations that are adding up much faster. It's those ones on the street, those $5, those $10, those $20 that are coming in, and those are, once we kind of put those together and congregate everything together, we're going, wow, there's actually more there than we thought. So if you can pledge $5 today, if you can pledge $10 today, $20, that would be absolutely fantastic. One of the ways we really make a difference is coming together in such vast numbers. No one person has to shelter $2,000 or $5,000 of this cause. Actually, the more people we have on our side, the better we actually feel about making this documentary, because it means we have more viewers. It means we have more people who support what we're doing. And if in the very beginning that means just showing your support with $1, well, so be it. That is absolutely fantastic. And saying, well, hey, you like our page on Facebook, or subscribing to our blog site. So we just first off want to thank you for all the people who've already donated, and just extend the opportunity to come join Act Naturally and donate $1, $5, $10, $20, however you see fit. We understand that times are very hard right now, especially for people who already have things, for people who already have money, for people who already have a mortgage. But just imagine how difficult it is for people who don't have anything at all. When the economic crisis starts happening, the people who have the least actually are put into situations that make it even more dire for them. If they were able to procure food just from donation before, when people start to pull back a little bit for their own survival, then they stop donating as much, and those people actually will suffer quite a lot if they have to beg for the food. So these are difficult times for everybody, especially the 800 million people that have been reported to live in abject poverty. And Act Naturally understands, and we really want to make a difference with that. And one of the ways we feel like we can make a difference is to bring the issue to light. And what issue is that? Well, we're talking about the issue of farmers, farming, and farmers and farming being able to have control over that and profit from what they are doing, instead of having a large distribution network and overarching multinationals making all the profit and the farmers barely making anything. One of the ways to fight poverty actually is to make sure that all the small landholders, all the people who have access to going into a forest and being able to make their living off of, let's say, 32 different items that they can get from one tree, or making a living from the land, that means that they aren't on the street. That means that they don't have to beg. That means that they're not going hungry. And that means that they're not in poverty. So the best way to fight against poverty is to make sure that farmers have land to farm, that Adivasis or tribal people have their forests to go and forage in. And this cannot happen if farmers are displaced, if multinationals come in and grab more and more control of the land, of the seed, by patenting seeds or genetic modification, and those sort of things. So this documentary, Kundrati Karma, is all about bringing these issues to light to the middle class in India, to the middle class in America, to everyone actually, so that we all understand what it is that's really going on, who's really being affected. And by affected I mean when there's development, and by development I mean when the development is at the cost of other people. There's ways to do sustainable development where everybody gets to have a benefit from it, either in a healthy way or financially. But this is not the case that's going on when farmers are being displaced in massive amounts. So going back, sorry, didn't mean to be long-winded, but going back to Act Naturally's cause, this documentary, Kundrati Karma, will basically let the story be told from the farmer's perspective of how they can feed India, why they are so valuable in answering the question, can India feed her people, without relying on chemicals and genetic modification, further putting our environments globally into more ecological destabilization. So please support our documentary. It is an absolutely necessary project. We will not make any of your donations go into frivolous matters. We will take everything that we are given and give it our best in creating this documentary, and those people who are able to give over $25 will get a copy of the documentary when it's done. And you can make your donation through this www.gofundme.com/actnaturallydocumentary, or you can go to www.actnaturally.org, or there's one more site, there's a blog site, which is actnaturallyblog.wordpress.com. And any of those sites will direct you to where you can make your donation. And thank you for supporting Act Naturally with us. Thank you.